Lord, it has been a day. Instagram. Instagram is trying to take me out. I'm trying to hurry up and add this title. Rachel, give me 1 minute. I'm trying to add the title. Okay, boom.
Ooh, today has been a day.
Hey, G.
Hi,
No,
Rachel. It's your girl
but
trying to take
look,
me
one thing about
out.
Instagram or none of these apps can hold a real one down. I'm so proud of you. This is an amazing platform. I'm happy to be here. The mushroom is mushrooming, girl. This cut is giving. The face is beat.
Thank
I'm just
you.
so, just, I'm elated by you. You are so cute. What's up, girl? You're welcome.
Thank you so much for
Hey,
being here
y'all.
on my new platform. You're one of the main people when I thought about having guests for this show. I'm like, I need not only heavy hitters, but people who are so committed. And one thing about your journey is that it was a common theme when he was an intern with Ludacris, from being at Rock Nation to even now with YouTube Music. A common theme that I value is that you just want to provide stuff to creators and artists to help them to achieve their goals. So my first question, of course, is where does that hunger
To
and
be
passion come
honest, I feel like I just kind of woke up one day and started rolling and was like, look, I just want to connect people to information. I think that just growing up in Atlanta, it's a very transient city. So you get exposed to and you see a lot of different things. And as I grew and met different people from all of the different walks of life that I lived growing up, by the time I got to Clark, Atlanta, I was very, very intentional about wanting to connect people and continually allow them. Florida is being Florida right now anyway. I um I
in?
wanted to continually connect people so they can, continue to choose Atlanta and understand that it's a place where you can achieve your dreams without having to move to like a New York or LA outright. So yeah, it was just me and my passion. I know, and
Don't do that to the New
I'm
York
a
girlies.
honorary New York girlie too at this point, but I just wanted people to understand that they could, build a life and find themselves in Atlanta. And we had a lot to offer. So my passion for being an Atlanta ambassador, I would say that's really what fueled me wanting to connect a lot of people.
Was the goal to always be in the music industry, or you just
I
it
mean, at
just
first I
worked
wanted
out
to be a
perfectly for
professional
you?
dancer. Like I wanted to go on tour with Usher and dancing rap videos. Like, dancing was actually my passion at first. I'm gonna need y'all to get it together. Like, what? Oh, and the gag is it's the car that I'm in doing that. Didn't even know. Anyway, so, but yeah, I wanted to be a dancer at first. My life offered me a lot of opportunities to pivot. And from there, I just kind of went with it. Sometimes you got to be still and listen to God's voice and go in the direction that you don't see a lot of other people going, but it makes the most sense to you. And
Mhm.
that's how everything kind of came about. I also, what the fuck? I mean, excuse me, y'all.
You're
Like,
fine. This
I
is
don't
this is a safe
understand
space.
what this is about. Like, because it keeps going on. Anyway, but yeah. So that was pretty much that. And, here I am.
Yeah, so I read an interview you did when I was doing my research, and you said you have to unsubscribe from
Come
problems to
on.
specialize in
I did
solutions.
that.
I want you to break that down. That's
You are
very
speaking
essential, I
back
feel like.
into me because you have to do that. So anytime you want to go somewhere, you have to be intentional about sorting it out. And in your sorting out phase, it's also a season where you have to cut out things that really
Mhm.
aren't protecting you, that aren't putting you on, and then only go in the direction that gives you light and feeds you and helps you grow.
Right.
Yeah.
So one of your favorite words is pivot. And I asked this in another interview I did, Yusuf, and I was talking about like the importance of relationships and also being able to pivot. How important is that in your trajectory?
I
Being able to
believe
pivot?
that just being someone who did so many things, like I was a mosaic of things when I came up and decided what my career path was going to be. And I made sure that in every job that I had, it didn't matter if I was a waitress, I wasn't a waitress, but just for example, like it didn't matter if I was a waitress, it didn't matter if I was mopping floors. I made sure that I was the CEO of that job. So anytime I needed to apply anything I learned from those walks of life, it was readily available for me in that way. And then, you know, when it comes down to pivoting, you know, when things don't serve you, you got to understand, plot twist. And you take from those moments that you had yourself involved in the moment and add it to what you have in front of you. Like you just have to be, and that's life. This is something, and that's why, like you said, it's my favorite word, because you might be thinking, okay, I'm gonna go one way, or I'm gonna do things this way, and it may not work out, and then you're not serving yourself properly, nor stepping in the right direction if you're just sitting around waiting on your next step to be directly in front of you. Sometimes it's behind you, sometimes it's to the side, sometimes you gotta crank that soldier boy and fly to a different playing field. It's just like that. And your willingness to be able to be fluid and to allow yourself to pour into others, lift as you climb while other people are pouring into you, that's a measure of a great career. So
Right. So I want to get more into a lot of what you're doing in the music industry as being a top game player, the plug, all of the above. How can artists take advantage of a lot that you have going on with YouTube Music? Because I see that there's a lot of initiatives that you and your team has started to really give artists the resources they
absolutely.
can to
So
be
for
successful.
any upcoming artists that are looking to understand more about what we're doing with our team, it's like first you got to jump out. You know, there's nothing that confuses me more than artists that reach out to me in my DM and then they'll send me a link to their YouTube channel, or they won't. But in this case, like say if they do, I'll look at it and there's nothing on the channel. Sometimes you just have to go out there and try things. Like the information is free. YouTube.com/help literally has everything. We almost have, we also have a thing called the YouTube for Artist Hub. You can literally Google that, like YouTube and Google are neck and neck in terms of search engine capability. So you can Google that, find it, lean in. There are a whole bunch of artist strategies that me and my team have developed directly that, you know, we put out there to just make it make sense. And then from there, you know, just keep following me because we have other initiatives called the Black Voices Fund where we give grants to artists. We also have YouTube Avenues where we pop up in the trenches and teach YouTube from a, you know, a street perspective to turn it into currency. There are so many different ways that we work things out. And, you know, you just got to lean in and stay posted. But, you know, the number one way is to actually utilize YouTube and deliver your music to YouTube Music as a platform to understand it and then understand the promotional power and monetization power of it.
Do you think artists should be taking advantage of like social media? We see like Lola Brooke blowing up because her song went crazy on TikTok, and I feel like a lot of artists are not really paying attention to that. Everyone's trying to hurry up and get signed. Whereas like you should actually be trying to be independent right now.
Yeah, there's
and let
no
the labels come to
lane
you.
like independence when it comes to the music industry because that's where you build leverage. I'll never say don't sign a major label music deal, don't sign a distribution deal. It's never that because at the end of the day, it's, you know, the same as crowdfunding for other initiatives. If you have a tech startup, you don't want to spend your money to make money. You got to spend other people's money if they have it to bet on you. And then you're also trading certain things from your independence for services that you don't necessarily have. So, you know, there's definitely, you know, ups and downs to signing major labels, but you can't really participate in the conversation as a big dog unless you've tried to push your pen and push your career and push everything on your own. It also helps you be a better delegator. Once you sign a deal and you have other staff members working for you, et cetera, because you'll understand how you want things to go in your career. You'll be a better shot caller because you've done the job yourself. Or your team has worked to learn what needs to be done, and then they've actually implemented what's done.
So if there's an artist watching this right now and they don't have a team, they just starting out, what are like top 5 things they should be working on this year
if they want to get to the bag, they need to build a YouTube channel. I'm not just saying that because I work there. Everybody knows me. I'm going to be me regardless whether I'm working for somebody or not. And I'm so connected and right at the forefront of not only architecting these ways for artists to make money, but then also I'm very close to the information. So if artists want to make money, they need to build a channel. They need to understand the promotional power of YouTube Shorts because it's #1 in search and discovery. Google is the #1 search engine in the world. YouTube is the #2 search engine in the world. Why would you not want to take advantage of that? And then outside of that, they need to understand
Right.
how to deliver their music to these distribution companies and make, good decisions based on how to interact with them, show up to their events, really be in their face, because it, like, as a first step, having a good relationship with your distributor is key, because they'll throw you different services. They'll pitch you because they see you outside. They'll really help you along. So those are my top 2. Build a YouTube channel. Okay. YouTube, just Google YouTube for artists. Okay. All the information is there. And then pick a distributor and stay in their face.
So you see that Papoose now is now the head of hip hop.
I think that's
which
huge
I think
for New York hip hop in general.
Right, because I'm because we've been kind of doing bad out here. I just went to a showcase yesterday, and it wasn't a lot of people there, but I'm like, the talent on this stage, where's the support?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I don't know
I think a key
on.
thing that artists also need to keep in mind is that, looking like it on the internet is only half the battle. Artists that cannot translate and win in their hometown, that's something that labels are looking at. You know what I'm saying? So I think that people should definitely put a lot of energy, or artists rather, put a lot of energy into what they're doing online. But at the same time, don't be afraid to go to your local coffee shop and perform. Don't be afraid to do a talent show, because that's going to garner more fans and then more respect, because people see you outside.
I have a friend who's a really talented artist, but I'm like, you're talented, but nobody knows you. Like, we don't know your personality. You need to put yourself out there more. You need to do shows more. And I feel like a lot of people in New York that I've spoken to feel like the secret to, I guess, getting to the level that they want to is moving down south. Like, I'm gonna just go down south. Like, why would you go to
that?
another
And
hometown?
I love that. And when you say down south, just go ahead and say Atlanta, because you know that you always want Atlanta. And again, I understand that. I respect that. I love that, because Atlanta has served as a trampoline for a lot of successful northern careers. But depending on what your content is about in your music, especially if you're a rapper, we got to believe you. And we can't believe you if your own hood doesn't know you. And I think that when we think about winning at home and winning in your hometown, we limit it to just being known musically. Get involved with your local community. Make sure that your music is something that's, serving the youth, or put your pen to God and make gospel rap for your local church. Like, there are different ways for you to lend your talents to win at home. And I think people just kind of downsize to just spinning and drilling all the time, when it's really not that. Like, you really have to take your passions.
I feel like people are not they're not exhausting the resources around them. They're not trying everything before they go somewhere else. But I know you're in the car, and I don't want to hold you up, because I feel like all of this right here.
Did I give you what you needed?
Exactly
did I
what
give
I
you what
wanted.
You needed?
But
okay, cool.
Yes, you did. Sure. But one last thing, this is something I want to do with all my guests. Describe yourself.
That girl, period.
3 words.
I'm just playing. I'm not. I'm just playing.
No, I'm about to use that when someone asks me that.
My are that girl. But
period.
I would say loving first as an adjective, because I really do love and lead and learn from my heart. Like, I do everything that I do from my heart. I will also say resourceful, because like you said before, I'm very good at connecting people. I love feeling like that's the rent that I pay for being on earth. Like, every day is a new fight to be successful, but at the end of the day, I sleep well knowing that I'm genuinely connecting people to be great on their own. And then let me think of another. I'd say
that you do.
Spontaneous, because I love a good pivot. I'm a Sagittarius, that's just what I like. Every day is a different version.
Why?
Every day.
You was a Sagittarius on paper. I did not know you was a Sagittarius on paper. And I'll be telling you happy birthday too. How did I put 2 and 2 together?
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know.
Girl, I get that out of there. I mean, I love Leos too. Shout out to Leo's Leo gang all day, but I don't know a Leo that I don't love.
It's still fire signs, Aries.
Yes.
It's the fire signs in us. That's why. Any final last words for artists who are tuning in to this when I say
yes,
on YouTube?
Okay, so a mantra that I've been guiding my life on for a very, very long time, even like before you even started your matriculation at Clark Atlanta G, was most people do what is required, but successful people do more. If you want to be successful, you have to really go the extra mile. Sometimes that involves you sleeping an extra hour. Sometimes it involves you putting in, you know, the extra, burning the midnight oil for an extra hour. Sometimes it means you need to spend that extra dollar. Sometimes it means you need to save it. But just make sure that you're putting everything out on the court every time you play, every day.
Right. You just sparked another question for me. If there's an artist who don't have a team, or
well,
like they can't really invest in their artistry,
then you're going to be investing a lot
really
of time
passionate
into your artistry. You can enroll in YouTube University and learn how to do everything you need to learn how to do. Do your Googles, Google what team members and what it takes to be a success in whatever lane that is going to pour into your career, and learn how to do it. Because again, once you come across people that are able to also see your passion and see that you're worth their time, in order to be successful, you'll be able to delegate better.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm thinking of so many people right now who need to hear this, who's probably on my other Instagram like. But thank you so much, Rachel. Once again, I appreciate you so much for being flexible, for calming me down on my little breakdown.
So yeah, no, I appreciate you.
My little
thank you for having me
yesterday.
You know, I'm here to support you in everything you do. I'm so proud of you. Like I said, I think this platform is amazing. Can't wait for it to hit YouTube Shorts, girl. And I just hope that people eat it up.
Princeton just told me I need to start using YouTube Shorts. I'm like, it's not enough for me to upload it up there. He was like, no, you need to take clips and put it on the YouTube Shorts. I'm like, all this social media is social media, and I'm just like,
go where the money
but I know
and utilize the rest of it as a platform to promote. That's the key. Don't let it run you crazy. Don't let it run you crazy. Go where the coin is, build where the coin is, and utilize the other places you exist on social media to promote that.
And we're going to end with that, because that was it.
No problem.
Thank you so much. Have fun out there in Florida. And I appreciate you so much.
Talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.
Bye.